this shit actually cooperated today, y'all. Normally my tripod, like when I be getting ready to film, my tripod would like move this way, move that way, but this time you did it in one go. You better work, bitch. I know that's right.
My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
So, wait, there was something I wanted to say though, but I forgot. Oh, I just wanted to say that, like, making it back home at night to like stay and eat and go to bed and everything, even making it to our destinations, is such an underrated blessing, y'all. Please remember to say thank you as soon as you step in that house. Please remember to say thank you as soon as you park somewhere safe, at that restaurant, that store, wherever you at work. Remember to say thank you when you make it to your destination. I just wanted to say that because I was just thinking today, like, oh my gosh, that really is something that we don't really think about. It's so normal to us to go out and just come back home that we don't realize. Not that I'm saying one day we might not, but it's still good to say thank you about it. Like, thank you, I'm home. The fuck? So yeah, I just wanted to say that in advance. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank y'all so much for being here. I thoroughly enjoy you guys' comments. I thoroughly enjoy seeing y'all's views and y'all subscribing. So really thank you so much. Okay, I am on a mission, honey, and we gonna get there. Okay. But today I just wanted to talk about, or like, an opinion that I have, which may or may not be unpopular, but I definitely feel like everybody should move out of state. Or if you feel it like you want to move out of state, you got somewhere that you want to move, another country, state, town, go. I have lived in 3 states so far, and when the first time I moved, I was 15. I was so scared, and I was like angry, mad, because, you know, as a 15-year-old, you know, you see yourself graduating with your group of friends, you see yourself going to prom with your group of friends, and everything that I had back home was everything that I had. It was back home. That's where my family was. That's where my friends were. That's where everything I knew was back home. And so when my dad told me we was moving, he used to try to tell me, like, you know, this is gonna be good, you gotta get out your comfort zone, da, 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 da. Like, my dad was really trying to teach me stuff, but, you know, in the moment it's like, Dad, I don't care. Like, Dad, you ruining my high school experience. Like, you know, that's how it was. But once I moved, or like once I got acclimated, accustomed, adapted, because I lived in Maryland for 7 years. Yeah, 7, 8 years. So, you know, that's a long time to be somewhere. Once I got comfortable, whatever, that's when I really learned, like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to move out of state. It might be hard and you might not want to, but you should, because there's so much. Y'all, what is these white things that keep flying outside? Is that the things from the flower? Because I just keep seeing like lint flying around outside when I went outside today. So I'm like, but hey, but yeah, like, moving out of state, I learned so much about myself. And even moving out of state a second time, like, now moving out of state, and I'm not gonna tell y'all where I'm at, because y'all not about to try to come and get me for what I be saying. But seriously, y'all, though, let me get serious. But for real, ever since, even like the second move that I did out of state, of course I did have somebody, I had my boyfriend with me, so of course that helped. But at the same time, like, the second time I moved out of state, I was very excited, because I knew from my first experience that when you move out of state, there's just so much that you will learn about life and about yourself that you cannot learn, or you cannot learn when you're in the same place. It's just not gonna happen, because when we're in the same place, we're comfortable, we know where everything is at, and that's when we kind of get back where we get into like a program, kind of, as a human, and like kind of like a robot, because we know where everything's at, we know where our favorite stores at, we know where our favorite restaurants are at, we know how the people are back at home, we know who we're gonna run into, you know, back at home. It's definitely a source of like a lot of comfortability. But when you move and you leave and you pop your bubble that you have, Because I be feeling like if I would have stayed at home, I definitely would be a different person now. I don't know. Of course, we don't know who I would be. But moving really taught me, like, bruh, the life that I thought I had, or the life that I was seeing, really was one life in one lane and one perspective. And if I would have stayed there all my life, obviously I would be there. But at the same time, I'm very grateful that I moved, because it really showed me, like, there's different people out there. There's different types of food out there. You know, I moved to Maryland. It was a more diverse group of people. I saw white people. I saw Asian people. I saw Indian people. I have never, ever seen that before back at home. So even seeing that, seeing their culture, seeing how they do, and just observing, you really learn, like, oh my gosh, there is so much more to life. There is so much more to people. And there is just so much to learn and even just appreciate about other cultures and about other states and about other towns. Because just like we was back at home and we was repping our home and our city, and we was like, this, we the best for this, we the best for that. You got to remember, any other town and every other city and state is going to be like that too. But to really go out there, experience, enjoy, and appreciate it and learn, like, it's like the world really just opens up for you. Or for me, it did. Like, it really just opens up, and it really shows me, like, we are so unlimited as people. Like, we really can live anywhere. We really can go anywhere. We can adapt to anywhere. It might take some time, but we gonna adapt, you know? Like, and sometimes I feel like, you know, when I first moved out of state, a lot of times when we move out of state or we move from home, at first we want to keep home in us, you know? And at first, like me, I wanted to keep going back home. I did not want to be in Maryland. Like, I was just like, okay, when are we going back home? Are we going back home for Thanksgiving? Are we going back home for Christmas? You know, I wanted all of my friends that were back at home to keep texting me. I wanted to keep seeing them on social media. I wanted to, you know, I still was like so attached to home that for a while, I couldn't even see really like what was in front of me, you know, because my dad used to tell me, he's like, this is a whole new state, a whole new school for you. You could, you know, you could be who you want to be. Like, nobody knows you out here. Go do what you want to do. You're literally starting over type shit. And there's so much beauty in starting over. Like, my dad really was right. Like, there's just so much beauty in starting over, because when you move to some place that nobody knows you, there's no expectations of you. There's no, oh my gosh. Like, and even when you go back home, people will tell you, oh my gosh, you used to be like this. You used to be like that. And, oh, so yeah. So like, and if you stayed at home, there wouldn't really be too much room for you to start over. Like, I feel like when we're back at home or something, like, we see a lot of our friends and people, like, they might get new jobs, they might have kids, they might get married, they might do all of that stuff. But it's just a different mindset too, because it's like, you're still at home. And don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying like everybody should move out of state and just stay. Like, no, even if you move out of state somewhere for like 3-6 months to a year or whatever, even that will show you so much, and your eyes will like open up so much, that when you go back home, you will be different. You will be, it's like, in a sense, we're elevated. Not only do you get to experience new and be around new, but you get to be new, and you get to continue writing a story, and you continue to step, and you continue to get better. And everything that you're learning about maybe other cultures and other people, you're also taking in, and you're just learning it, and you're understanding it, and you're just like, hey, I see now that, you know, life is not what I thought. And especially like when we're growing up somewhere, we always think life is gonna happen a certain way. Like, I definitely thought like I was gonna stay home, have kids, get married, you know, like everything that everybody was telling me back then. But ever since moving, and I kind of see, okay, like moving to Maryland, people are doing this differently, or moving down south, people are doing this differently, and this is different, and that's different. And it's just so much different that you really realize and just see like, oh my gosh, I'm not, it's like everything is so different to the point that you realize you're not different. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Because at the end of the day, you really realize that just like life really is meant to be experienced. And part of that is traveling. Part of that is going out. Part of that is following the thoughts that's in your head. If you want to move to another state, you got another city, you like, go. You're going to learn so much, and you're going to grow so much. Like, you know, sometimes when we really want our dreams or we really want certain things, we have to grow to them. We have to get out of our comfort zone so that we can be better at attracting it, and it can be better at wanting to be attracted to us. You know, we have to be on the same level. And sometimes like moving out of state can help you with that, because when you move out of state, you're already uncomfortable. You're already kind of alone. You already are doing something that a lot of people honestly are scared to do. So you're gonna go out there. Like I said, it might be hard. It might be scary. Why I keep feeling like I keep hearing stuff? Oh, that might be the laundry. My bad. My bad, y'all. But yeah, it's just, when you get out there, and it's kind of like, you know, when the bird parents, they push the bird out so they can go fly. It's kind of like that. You really had to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and you really had to push yourself and be like, you know what, I want to move here, I'm gonna go. Nothing but great things can happen to me, and there's always no wrong or right decision. It's just all about learning. Learn and apply and be better. It's really all that we can do. But I'm very grateful that I moved out. And as much as one thing about it though is, like I was saying, as much as you at first keep going back home and mentally you're still kind of like people back at home, and you want to continue to be there and be there with them, eventually you learn. And as you continue to grow, like all of that will fade away. And of course your home will always be your home no matter what. But then you just, like I said, you just realize things like home, shit like that is not that big a deal. You can make your home anywhere. You are home. And this is Earth. It's meant to be explored. It's meant for us to go out and see different. It's meant for us to, like I said, any thought we have, go do it. Go look. Go see. Go try. Shit. So I definitely would, like, if that was my one rule, it would be like, everybody got to move out of state or move out of your town for like 3-6 months. That would be my rule. Actually, another rule I had though is everybody need to shut the fuck up for 1 hour a day. Because, you know, a lot of people get to yapping and don't really be talking about nothing. Or a lot of people get to be in people's business that you have no business being in. Just like I said, yapping. Everybody be quiet 1 hour, okay? But no, for real, that was like a rule that I had to do. It would be everybody should leave. Because you really, like, the world really just opens up for you. And your mindset, your brain, it grows, it opens up. And honestly, ever since I moved out of the state, it's just like, okay, what's next? You know, especially something as big as moving out of state, especially by yourself. Like, once you're there and you did that shit, what's next? Okay, I already did that. I already grew through that. I already went through this. What's next? Do I want to stay here? Do I want to go somewhere else? You know, so it's just very beautiful to go out, explore, and see other states, see other ways that people are living. And of course, some states and stuff, the rules and shit is stupid and dumb, but it's still cool because you, like, there's some people who grew up there and that's their home and they're a certain way and they think different than you. And you know, and like I always say, it's no problem with people thinking different than you. But one thing that, like, moving has taught me was, like, people do think different than you. And depending where they're from, they're going to be different. You're going to be different because we're not all from the same places. But at the end of the day, that's literally why we're all different. Because we're not from the same place. So it's okay to be different. It's okay for people, you'll see they act a certain way. And it's just like, well, they're from here. They're going to act like that. They're going to be like that. But there's just so much beauty in that. There really is. To me, at least. To me, there's so much beauty in it. But at the same time, I love people watching. I love learning about people. I love learning about us. So at the end of the day, I thoroughly just enjoy it. So yeah, it's fun though. And you, like I said, you get to try new food and you just get to see what's not your cup of tea, what is your cup of tea. And you just continue to go on with life. And you really just see. And when you grow and your mindset changes and you try to talk to people from back home, it ain't going to be the same. It just ain't, because they're still stuck in their bubble. They only still see things one way. You now have 2 ways, or you now have 2 different, like, I don't know how to explain it, okay, y'all? I don't know. But now you see different. The conversation is going to be different. You're going to be thinking different. Your future is going to be different. Your dreams might be different. Your goals might be different. And things happen. That's what life is for. It's to learn, it's to grow, adapt, and change. And have fun. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. But that's all I wanted to say, y'all. If you want to move out of state, or you've been thinking about it, or you just want to try it, do it. You will not regret it. As always, you can always go back home. Okay? but believe in yourself. Believe that the universe has more good out there for you, and where you want to go, just believe that the universe is bringing you there, or it's in your head for a reason. Okay, so yeah, well, May just started, but keep enjoying life, keep enjoying your May. Like I said, Cinco de Mayo is coming up. I don't know when I'm posting this video, but if it's before Cinco de Mayo, please be safe, drink responsibly, please, y'all. Okay. Yeah, keep enjoying your May. Summer is here, the bugs is out, so hey, enjoy summer. Continue being hydrated, continue eating, drinking, everything. Take care of yourself, and remember to always put yourself first. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing and liking, and let me know what else you guys want to see, what else you want me to talk about, any topics or videos that you want me to do. I will do it. So yeah, thank you guys again, and yeah, see you guys in my next video.